Hello YouTube, hello Robloxians, and welcome to Lumberland. This is Building with CBR1K. I don't know who this Roblox King DI is, but how you doing? You're on a computer, whatever's popping up above your head in the little messages. I don't know what you're saying, man. But aside from that, today over the last couple of days, I did have a handful of people come by. We took some selfies. There was a bunch of them. I apologize for not putting your names out all across this screen right now, but there was a bunch of them. They all came by, said hi. We took a few selfies, and that guy just vanished out of nowhere. So I do want to give them a second for a shout out. You're going to see their pictures popping up right here. Please apologize. I apologize for not saying your names on the actual shout out part, but here's your pictures. And like I said in the previous video, 2019, we're going to have all the selfie pictures put up as an end of the year video, and that's what we're going to have blast across for everybody. So with that being said, I made a few changes in the base. As you can see, the museum lights are off. I have a cool little walkway. You got some little flashy flashies right there. I'll show you what all that is about, but I decided to make that walkway because over here I had a nice pretty little walkway. See? But over there I did not. So I had to make it work. So I did. Now, with that being said, let's go inside. The first thing you're going to notice, and the biggest change that I made, is I now have it where the lights kick on. You see that the lights are not on? You stand on this, the lights are going to turn on. You see in the flash, lights are on in the music. Okay, there we go. A little bit of weirdness, but the lights are on in the museum now whenever you come in. Unfortunately, I only have a handful of sustains up there, so they're only going to stay on for so long. The next little piece I changed is I used to have a bunch of axes right here. People kept messing with them. They kept trying to take the presents, so I put them on wall mounts. The presents in here, the axe, the box, everything is right there now, and I changed up how I had the rookery axe. So now you have the bag of sand and what the package looks like, the can of worms with the package, a light bulb with the package, and then both of these axes are what you get. The left side, the rookery axe or the shark axe, is what you get like 99% of the time. On Christmas, or not on Christmas, on Halloween, and only Halloween, is when you get the end times axe. I don't know if that's going to continue forever or if that's just something he did for the last 2 years, but there it is. That's how you get it, is by Christmas. And with those, or not Christmas, Halloween. We got to stay out of Christmas. On Halloween day, and with those items, you get one of those two axes. 90% of the time, I should say 99% of the time, because it's only one day, you're going to end up with the shark axe. Otherwise, you get the end times axe. I've got the mini axe in the old firebox, and then I've got the bee axe, which I really like that axe, the amber axe, and the silver axe up front with all of the other ones behind it. And then I've got the Christmas gifts. Other than the fire axe was a Christmas gift that is no longer a Christmas gift. We have the Christmas gifts on this wall, and the only reason why the fire axe isn't over here with it, I ran out of room. I'll be honest with you. I wanted to put the fire axe right there, but there wasn't enough room to do it, so I stuck it on the other wall over there. It is what it is. And I changed this up because I had those three items on the top of this, and people kept knocking them off and stuff, so I put them inside. It looks like it's the box to get it, but it's actually three individual items, as you've seen on the other wall, that you have to go get it. And I put all of my sawmills, come on now, jump. I put all my sawmills behind glass because people were coming up here and knocking them down, so now you can no longer do that. See, there we go. I talked long enough, the lights shut off. There it is. And then you can reactivate it inside by stepping on any one of the door panels. There we go. Lights are back on. Oh, it back feeds and it turns on the other light. That's why. Did you guys see that? So watch. This door will open because I'm standing here. So will that one. And because of its being two different activations now, this one actually activates the lights themselves. When I stand on it, it shuts it off. So that's something I've got to fix. The other thing I did is the Scoob head. I put him in a little mount. Well, that was cool, but people wanted to see it explode. So I figured out how big it was. I did the co-primate glitch with the wood, and got it so it's a cube. Now you stand on this little pad and he blows up, doesn't mess up any of my stuff, and it should just continue as long as you're standing on the little pad. He's so goofy. I adjusted some of this stuff here, so now it's like displayed as what you get or could have gotten from Bob's Shack somewhat. I know it's not all of it. And if you remember in my last video, I had to figure out how to mount that plate. I didn't hear from anybody, so I found out a way to do it. The plate's now standing up. I still got my ball, number 210. So proud of that thing. Let's run upstairs really quick. There's no real big changes up here, but I do want to show you guys what I ended up doing, and I do believe it is this panel. That is how I keep the lights on. I need to go get 2 more sustains, and I think that should be sufficient. But it's in my floor. Whenever you step on those pads, it activates the sustains, and the sustains just keep the thing going. So it's a lot of sustains to keep it for a sufficient amount of time. Right now, there's 5 in the back row, 3 in the front. I do want to go 5 and 5 and see if that's going to be enough time. The other piece is I put the wood on a turnabout. I had to put a plug in the middle top there because for some reason the wood kept sliding down into that. I don't know why or how, but that was just something. I used to have the car on it and the car would glitch off of it and hit the wall and stuff, so I had to change that up. But otherwise, the biggest thing I have started doing in this game, other than these handful of changes, which you were wondering about the little glitch down there, the wood looking thing. I got this. I did the Code Primate wood glitch and pulled this hatch out of the way, placed my wood down, and then went back in, and the hatch was back, and now it's there, but it's too far forward. I think I'm going to put like angles there or something because you can see it, and it's kind of glitchy, weird looking. And I'm going to be changing up my Christmas lights. I leave them up all year round, but now instead of having a switch here and a switch here, I'm going to run it all off of one switch. As you can see, I dropped the U-turn here for my power. I don't know if it works right now. Then I've got another one that goes this way, around the back over here behind the wall. Jump. And that's probably the reason why my glass went. To here, I need to connect from here to this one right here, so that way all my Christmas lights turn on all at the same time. But that'll be later on, most likely. So now let's go into the main house and show you guys what I have been doing. The main house, I am going to change up this door and have it be the hatch doors, so that way you just come in, you'll stand right here, and bink, the doors will open for you. But for the time being, while I'm doing construction, I don't want people in there. They've been stealing my stuff. So this is what I started doing. This is my kitchen. Oh, here, let me turn on the lights for you. Pinka. There we go. So this is my little kitchen area. This wood is actually the ice wood inside of the topping panels, or the countertop panels. So I really like the way it looked, and it's kind of funny. I did that on the table as well. But if you take a regular piece of ice wood, which this is just a little hint of a game I'm going to do later on, which I'm still trying to figure out exactly how I want to do it. But you take a piece of ice wood and you run towards the table, let it go, and it just slides. I thought it was pretty awesome. And if I try to walk through that, I'm going to end up in a chair. So this is the kitchen. As you can tell, it's got the little doors, just like the kitchen pieces do. You can put storage in there. I have nothing in it. I have my sink, I have my fridge, I have my dishwasher, and my stove. And then I've got my upper cabinets, which I think I need to change some of these around a little. Apparently I'm swinging on the chandelier. I need to switch these up a little bit because I do want to start putting in windows. And to be able to put in the windows, I had to lift it up, and as you can see, it gets right to the top. Well, I don't know if that's how I want to do it. And Glitchy Pupper, thank you for the wood, I guess. That's not exactly how I want to do it. I want to have this down one, but I also got to figure out the size of the window gap, and then I got to fill in all of that. So I will be doing that probably in the next run. Here is what's going to be my front room / entertainment area. I got to figure out a way to put a nice looking little TV and a couple of windows up. As you can tell, I have them right here. A couple of windows up, and I'm thinking I'm going to put just single chairs off to the side over here back in these corners. But that is going to be the living room area where people can just hang out and chitter chat. And then I was like, well, what am I going to do with all this other space? I didn't know. So I started to make my ginormous bathroom. But here's the little kicker of this. I had to modify the wood because, as you can see, that yellow piece is up as high as I can get it. The way that ceiling is made, it does not allow me to put... Where are you at? Where's that wood at? I clicked on it. Lag. It'll pop up in a second, but I try to put it up as high as I can, and I can't go any higher than what it was. So, as you can see... Come on, lag. You're killing me right now. There we go. That's as high as it'll go. And I really didn't want to have a gap at the top of all my walls. So I had to go over here and figure out a way to do it. Unfortunately, it took me forever to do this. And I might end up doing the CodePrime8 glitch with the wood. But I had to build around my wall. And then I put up my ceiling again and refilled all of these pieces. And that was just a headache and a half. I did have to modify the wires, which I fully expect to do, because even if I do the glitch, it's going to hit that wall and it's going to stop. It's not going to work anymore. So I do have to figure that piece out. But that's what I ended up doing over here. And it was a lot of work. So I may end up changing that up. My bathroom's going to have the little stand down doors, and then I'll have everything else in here. As you can tell, I've already marked it as the bathroom because there's the toilet. But I'm not going to give away what I'm going to do. It's just a blank room for the time being. And then upstairs, there's no changes up here. I haven't done anything. There's just nothing, because I haven't made it that far yet. And now we're going to leave here, and we're going to close this door and jump on out to the outside. Nobody came in that I seen. And I've told you guys about the changes in the sawmill. I do have one more thing I've got to do. I got to figure out a way to make this hatch work automatically whenever I put the wood in. And after it starts to come through, I want it to open and stay open. I was going to put the laser system down right here. But see, this is why I need to do this. Somebody put wood in there. And now you can tell it's just there. And then now it's going to start growing. Bing. Super laggy. But with that hatch down, it doesn't let it actually do what it's supposed to do. And it messes things up. So I got to figure out a way to like have a delay just for a moment when I put stuff in there or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But if you have any ideas, let me know. I'll be more than happy to run through them. And apparently this one is not working as well. Why are you not doing your job? And of course, because it's not my wood, there's nothing I can do. There we go. Oh, she tried to put a whole frickin' mountain in there. Oh, here, let's use the B-axe. It's fun. See little bees. Alright, so I showed you guys the new switch that I have to make things work a little bit better whenever I don't have it, which is right here. If they don't actually go through, because I had to modify the lasers, and we're going to send that one that way. Bink. Let's see, what else do we have to show you guys? Oh, I modified the game a little bit. So I'm going to be doing another change up here and possibly down below. But for the time being, I had a couple of people just play this for fun, and the ball kept falling off the edge. So I've got this little mount piece here now to use the ball the proper way. Now, if you're up here and you go to drop it, you want to be able to see. So we'll say, like, I want to drop it there. Well, didn't expect that. And you bounce it off this back thingy here, it'll still roll in and then go where you want it to. Before, at least the last time I played it, the ball came rolling out of this thing and hit the floor. So what I'm going to end up doing is probably putting some more of these little triangle pieces in and put those out a little bit farther so that way you can still get to the ball and pull it out, and then put like glass or something across the front of it so that way it doesn't allow it to do the change. I've got 1, 2, 3 more spots to put axes, and that's what this game is all about. I think I'm going to because I haven't been able to figure out how I want to use this game. I could charge money for it and things like that, but I didn't see the point in it because you can end up with,
look
like,
at this,
the silver axe.
But if you look at this,
the money,
other
if I charge you
base,
$10,000 to play this and you get the silver axe, that sucks. And I'm gonna let. So what I think I'm gonna do is have this
my
be
other
a
alt
player game.
My previous.
If you come into the game and I'm in there and
show
you
you
don't
what
have
this
an
is
axe,
all about.
I might let you play this game for free to get an axe, just so you can play the game. That's what it's all about. I think that's what I'll end up doing with it, but I'm not sure. Let me know what you think. Should I have it be a noob player axe game where you can get an axe from down there? We will see. And then there's been no changes up at the top. I still have my side, no axe. I want to figure out a way to make this thing light up so that way it's like in your face, no axe allowed. You can still leave from here. I'm going to put the little panel down the door, the whole shooting match like what we did before. And then you go running up the stairs and you're inside the maze. And once you get to here, you have no way out. But we haven't made it that far. We haven't actually started building this. So yeah, the maze is not ready to be ran yet. I also got to get the sawmill all the way up here to be able to get it done. So it's probably going to be a little while before that happens. Otherwise, when I came into the game, and my base takes forever to load, as you guys know if you've ever been in my game, there was a huge base right over there. And another huge base over here behind the wood drop-off / land store area, way on this side. And as soon as I came into the game, both of them bailed. I was like, you know what? I want to look at this person's house. I want to record it. It looked awesome. So here is that recording. This guy keeps blacklisting me, but I really want to look at this thing. This is the biggest wood processing plant I have ever seen in my life. Let's see what this is. Nope. He keeps doing that. Once he realizes who I am, he'll probably bail out, but my base is taking forever. It's because we got that one, and there's another one back here in the corner that are just huge bases right now. He's got doors to block that off. Not bad. Something's happening. We got a lot of lag. Look at that. I think this is just a straight up wood processing plant of all the different woods. I don't know what he's doing with it all, but geez, crow. Oh, there goes some more lag. I can't back out to overlook things. Look at it from a farther distance, so this kind of sucks. there's an exit right there. Ah, I wish I could look at it better. All right. Alright, so that was an awesome looking base. I'm bummed out that he kept blacklisting me and booting me out, but that thing was pretty awesome. It looked like just a big old wood collection point. Like, that's all he's doing is just straight up collecting a bunch of wood. But anyhow, once again, here are the people that came out and said hi. I'm sorry that I don't have your guys' names verbally put onto this, but I'll type them in. I hope you guys enjoyed playing. Keep up the good work. I want to keep seeing these awesome bases out there. And as always, enjoy this game. Love yourself. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, comment, share, like, the whole shooting match. And I appreciate you guys coming out and checking out what I have decided to build. Have a good night, Robloxians. Have a good night, YouTube. And thank you guys for watching.